Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a few days, huh? The entrance to the mansion was locked, but Erica had a master key, so she opened it without any trouble. She had gotten Cross and the others to take the master keys from the servants, and at that time she had to use a little sleight of hand to fiddler one of them. Well then, where shall we go first? Why ask? Let's go and hear Battler-san's answer. Grinning, Erica cut across the entrance hall and past the front of the dining hall deeper and deeper. She headed for the guest room Battler had lain dead in. Battler could put off deciding whether the seals would remain whole or not until the moment right before Erica witnessed them. However, once she did witness them, the game master would have to show what happened to them and which games they were in now. The simple act of going and check the seals around the guest room was an attack. Are you ready, Lord Battler? Yeah, or as you say it, come step forward. Good, then show us your response. Well now, are the seals broken or are they not? How has the closed room been preserved or hasn't it? The piece Erica had held high in the air was the White Queen, which represented herself. Her target was Battler's camp. She attacked. Erica dashed down the hallway with a sickening smell and clung to the guest room door like a spider. Then she closely examined the seal she had in place retroactively. You sure? You sure about this, right? Is this okay, Battler-san? Yeah, I can't back down here. After all, even if I'm sealed in here, there are ways of placing the ladder. But now Erica will probably into the guest room, and then she'll observe your corpse. What are you going to do? If the corpse is there, then there's no problem. The letter's prediction will be off, but it's not as though there's a penalty for that. But still, you intend to fight head-on. There are times when a man is challenged head-on that he has to respond no matter who the opponent. I must not pull back here. I'll take that challenge. I can search for a way out all I want to later. I managed to do that with kids who study last time. Don't worry, I can do it. I can do it. Come on, Erica. We have confirmed that the seals of the guest room are undamaged. Since the time Lady Erica confirmed Battler's presence, this closed room has been preserved. Good. I'm breaking the seals. Rip, tear. Erica destroying the packaging tape seal on the door in ecstasy. It looked as though the intellectual rapist had finally laid her true nature bare. Okay, I'm opening it. Let's have a look at Battler-san's naked scenario. Yeah. Like a roofie pushing down on a frail girl, Erica mercilessly and greedily threw open the door. Then finally, the inside of Battler's guest room was observed by Erica. Battler had to show it. Was there a corpse or wasn't there? Come on, Battler! Ah, here's my response! Battler grabbed a black piece of the board and raised it high. Ah, that piece. Beato had no memories of the time when she had been an expert at this game, and yet for some reason she realized that this was a move that could not be taken back. Once this piece was moved, they couldn't move it back. Wah! Ooh, let's see what Battler did. The guest room was covered by a sullen darkness. It was a pitch black and nothing could be seen. However, there was a light switch just off to the side of the entrance. If she flicked that, the room would be lit up and she would see whether or not there was a corpse on the bed. Shall I turn them on? No, wait a second, please, Battler-san. I have a proposal. Let's hear it. I think you already know, but this time around I'm not aiming to find the culprit and achieve a standard victory. My enemy is not the lowly culprit killing the pieces, but my opponent, you yourself. I know. So you're after a logic error. I'm seriously regretting it now. Even though you were just pretending to be miserable, I fell for it completely and gave you a ridiculous ability. That was your pride. It will cost you dearly. Damn it. So what is your proposal? With a firm voice, Beetle urged her to continue, until just a second ago she had remained behind Battler's back a bit flustered. However, she was steady now. She saw that Battler had let his emotions take control of him and had lured him into making a bad move, and realized that it was a time for her to stay cool and support him. Erica's proposal couldn't be anything good, and on top of that, Erica was sly. She probably wouldn't make a proposal that would be easily rejected. Oh, when I'll turn on the light, the top of the bed will be lit up, and it will be decided whether or not Battler has disappeared as the letter predicted. If he's there, great. If there's something strange at all, the letter's prediction would just be wrong. Of course, the argument would probably switch over to then who put the letter there. But for the time being, the location of the fight would be moved outside this closed room. And if he's missing, Beato already knew. She knew the move that Butler had made a second ago. Butler had already disappeared from this room, but therefore they would need to prepare a disappearing trick, or other than he is actually alive and left through the door. The situation is simple. First, this room is a closed room. Also, Butler's life or death status hasn't been confirmed. In other words, him being alive wouldn't cause any problems. They had to make Erica think that Butler had vanished from the situation. He just had to escape from the room, or if that wasn't possible, he just had to hide somehow and wait for her to leave, making her think he disappeared. Except this tiny room, I will now begin our endgame, the chase after the king. It should end in just a few moves. You'll be unable to construct the logic needed to let Butler escape this room, and the tail will be destroyed. Game over. Finding Tiga from happening is our job. What is this proposal of yours? In the endgame fight over logic errors should be a bit more precise. Once again, we will fight with the red and blue truce, but we need a referee on the same level as the game master to observe and see that he doesn't create any logic errors with the red truth. That seems reasonable. There's something special about this. Back when you was the old game master, you were under the observation of your guardian, Lady Lambda Delta, and in that way it was judged that all of our truths were valid. So you're telling us to show Lambda Delta our cards. I've been watching since the beginning. It's okay, don't worry, I'm impartial in my judgments. Here you see that in red? Yep, I swear that I am impartial in my judgments. I was plenty impartial in the last game, wasn't I? Especially for interesting judgments where she doesn't care which way it falls, except the battler. Erica's going to quarter you. Understand? She will duel with you and kill you in this room if you're a man, accept the duel. Sure, fine. We won't get anywhere if you suspect every single impossible murder show of being a logic error. It's true that we need an observer to guarantee that the game is legitimate. Then I'll come around to your side. Let me take a look at your hand. Lambda Delta understood what Butler had up his sleeve, and she saw that Erica's first move had indeed gone straight through his heart. Just as Erica had guessed, Butler was alive and had slipped out of the room after Erica had examined his corpse, placed a letter by the guest house, and hid himself somewhere. When the packaging tape seals had been retroactively placed in the guest room, he would have had to show that they'd been torn. However, if he had done that, it would be the same as something that he would see through and that he lost. Unwilling to admit that, Butler had claimed that the seals had been maintained with false courage. It was now rushing to revise his logic. True, he could still escape for a few more moves. However, Erica was playing the corner and kill him here. Butler, you're fighting with some pretty incredible cards here. Cards? Does this game just look like a card game to you? To me, it looks as though you are playing a game of poker, so by moving this side and looking at the cards you hold, I understand everything. That's an awful move. It's a complete waste. And Erica has already seen right through you. What would you do? I'm the referee. I can't give you advice, but let me tell you my impressions. No, that's okay. It's chilling. They're trying to use this useless move, this baseless bluff, to make Erica back down. She's not going to back down, that girl. After all, you're the one who should be throwing his chips in and folding now. Thanks for the advice, Butler-san. I agree with her. Let's back down for the fight in this room. We don't have any winning cards. Where are you hoping to discard your cards to draw something more useful? I thought you were playing chess. In the world of chess, if you rely on luck, you die. By hoping to draw something useful, she might rely on luck and betting that even if he couldn't think of a trick now, he might think of a good plan for making a closed-loop trick later on. If you enter the fight without any trick in mind, you get killed. That was the time to back down. When Erica flipped the switch, she had just to be sleeping there on that bed. That's all he needs. Lem, I don't know what you're talking about, but you're chatting too much. After referee needs to be impartial. True, then good luck, Battler. I'm hoping for a precise chess-like battle. You aren't playing poker, are you? Are you ready, Battler-san? Yeah, I am. Turn the lights on whenever you want. For the rest of the fight in this room, the progression time will be stopped. This way, all the moves for both players will be made at the same time. And the first move made will be treated no differently than the last move. It might be hard to understand, but this rule exists for a purpose of maintaining logic and to keep you protected as well. From here on out, you can use all the twisted logic you want to rebuild a trick in this room. In other words, it's possible that you might think of a good idea partway through the fight. Normally, it's unfair to revise your plot partway through. In order for that to be acceptable, you need a world stopped in time where everything happens at once, and where logic that you think of afterwards can counter your opponent's earlier moves. Of course, Erica can take advantage of this rule as well. If you revise your trick to be a new one, she can deal with that in a different way. This is pretty complicated. It's simple. It's like a corrupt politician's war of twisted logic. You lie shamelessly. When the evidence is shown revealing that lie, you retract those previous lies to shamelessly say that you just remembered it wrong. Then change to a new lie that doesn't have any contradictions. The fight goes between a lie and the evidence exposing it, then another lie. Like a fight between two snakes spinning around trying to eat each other's tails. Good. Just think of it as a world in which you're allowed to use twisted logic based off of your opponent's moves as often as you want. I use that myself with silliness room, so I thought it was only fair to let you do the same. You have no shame, do you? Okay, then let's have both sides begin. Will Erica take the first move? Will she start by checking the pad, by checking to see what he's bet? Yeah, let's check by see the battlers on the bet. Erica, begin. Leave it to me, my master. Light on. With a click, the sound of light switch rang out and the bulb turned on, lighting up the room. On Battler's bed was Delanor. Confirm it with the red. Yes, you should make Battler. No, it's my move. I'll say it. You should make Battler's on the bed. Good. I'm glad you didn't run away from the fight. I'm impressed. It's a high-stakes battle, so it'll cost you a lot if you're the only one who loses. Are you prepared? No one will raise the stakes unless they feel confident in their advantage. Delanor, keep a record. As you wish. Delanor's nod. Cornelia, who was hanging back, started taking a record. She wrote down that the Battler's corpse, which should have been on the bed, was not, and also that Battler hadn't backed down from this closed room game. And previously announced Battler's first move is to have the corpse vanish. Now it was Erica's turn. Go ahead. I present the possibility that you should be a Battler is alive and hunted somewhere in this room. I proclaim this with the blue truth. Invalid. If you want to use the blue truth, give me a specific location. In the last game, Beto did that in Kindle's study, and Delanor made Swiss cheese of her, right? Are you trying to take revenge for that? Before I start searching, I have one blue truth I can use without a search. There is a possibility of a hidden door exit that is impossible to discover. He's hidden behind that, so it's impossible for me to find him. Noxus third, it is forbidden for hidden passages to exist. Isn't that right? No hidden places that are impossible for Ergerson to find exist in the guest room. Noxus third, valid. Good, then let's get started with the search. Erica slowly began to walk around the room until the endgame had started. Erica had been energetic, jumping about impatiently like a hungry dog. However, now that it had actually begun, this was a stifling battle of wits, where each breath made her tense. Even the quiet sound of the rain was distracting. Now that I searched the room, let's confirm its layout. The guest room is divided into two rooms, the bedroom and the bathroom. Lady Erica has currently searched the entire bedroom section. There is only one exception. I'll leave that one place for the time being. So, were there any irregularly discovered in the bedroom? There were none, except for one location. There's no one to be seen in the bedroom. What's this exception for one location? Because to say it without being annoying. There's a reason that face down card remains face down. I'll turn it over if it's needed, so look forward to it. After thoroughly checking the bedroom, Erica headed for the bathroom door. Since he was in the bedroom, it was natural to think that he was in the bathroom, and since the guest room was made up of two rooms, if Battler wasn't in the bathroom either, it would mean that he had managed to vanish from the closed room, except for that single location that Erica had intentionally left unchecked. I'm checking the bathroom. Erica, the sound of water could be heard from inside. Also, there's a faint heat. Oh? Don't tell me he's taking a shower. Is it locked or something? No, it isn't locked. Go ahead and open it. Then, if you allow me. Slowly, Erica put up her hand on the doorknob and bathroom door. She tried to push it open, but felt a strange resistance. Of course, it wasn't the resistance of the lock. It felt as though it had an unnatural load on it. Out from the slightly open crack poured the hot air from the shower. However, it was unlocked, so it probably wasn't anyone taking a shower. After letting a dumbfounded expression rise to her face, Erica stepped into the door with her whole body, knocking it open. Yeah? But what? As soon as she opened the door, a hot blast poured out on her. Erica froze, unable to understand what had happened. After falling backwards on her butt, she realized that the boiling hot shower was spewing out at her and hard. What is this? What a crazy prank. Chris and Erica wrapped the blanket from the bed around herself and tried to enter the bathroom once more. This time, she was able to figure out what was going on. It was quite an elaborate prank. A wire fixed the shower nozzle in place so that it pointed at the entrance. The pressure and heat were turned up onto the max, so that anyone who went to the door would be met with a wave of hot water. The pressure was very strong, which is probably accounted for the weight she had felt when trying to push the door open. She tried to make the nozzle point in another direction, but not only was it fixed in place by the wire, it was also fixed in place high enough that Erica couldn't reach it with her height. She tried to turn off the pressure that was also held in wires, placed by wires. She couldn't manage anything with her bare hands. She would have to get that tool that she had cut the wires. However, when she looked into the bathtub, which was overflowing with very hot water, she saw a bundle of wires and some nippers that used to cut them line at the bottom. She used that. She couldn't turn off the pressure. Oh, damn you. The blanket should use to protect yourself from the shower was getting more and more drenched with boiling hot water. I just thought she would get burns even through the blanket. She needed to turn off the water quickly. Right next to the bathtub, she saw a hanging long-handled body brush. Oh, perfect. Erica used that to skillfully scrub the nippers up the bottom of the tub. Unfortunately, it was a shallow Worcester-style tub. If it had been a deep Japanese one, it probably would have burned her badly. Making sure not to touch the hot metal part, she carefully took the nippers, cut the wires on the faucet, take that and that. She finally managed to turn on a hot water faucet, and the heat from the hot water storm died down. For a while, Erica was forced to cool her almost burnt arms under running water. What a calamity. Would you like a bath? I could wash your face with this brush. I appreciate the sentiment, but no. Oh, that's a shame. Erica finally regained enough of her composure to be abusive. She turned off the faucet completely. In silence, returned to the bathroom. After that, all that remained was Erica's heavy breathing. She turned on the fan to get rid of the hot steam. She had to leave the bathroom until that was finished. It was a pleasant like stepping into an air-conditioned room on a hot summer's day. Now that was a ridiculous chap. However, that wasn't here at the time. I examined Battler's corpse. Therefore, the appearance of this chap proves that Umineko Battler was alive. Well, I never thought he was dead anyway. So he decided to openly show a card that he had already exposed. That shook his head. The bathroom was Battler's seen. No one was seen in the bathroom. Good. Now we've confirmed that except for one location, Battler does not exist anywhere inside the guest room. Give that a rest. Just where is this one exception? A coffin. Umineko Battler's coffin, that is. Ashes to ashes, to dead to their coffins. You plan on shutting me in this room? Okay, let's have it. A silence that was complete, except for the rain, was suddenly filled with the smell of gunpowder. Though it was extremely quiet, the room was filled with tension, as though you'd be sliced in half if you relaxed for an instant. A cloud of gold butterflies gathered on the room's round table and turned into a witch's chessboard. It was falling time for her attack. Blue Truth, you did not vanish from this room. You just hid yourself to make it seem as though you disappeared from my closed room. The place you were hiding is the one exception that I haven't investigated yet. As Erica lightly raised her hand, a single gold butterfly appeared from the darkness behind her, flitted between the index finger and middle finger of Erica's raised hand, and became a white piece. Then she lifted it high into the air. This is the one exception, the walk-in closet next to the entrance. Bang! Like a falling white lightning bolt, the white piece hit the board, landing by a weak spot in Battler's formation. Yes, it is here. With the crash, the door of the closet, which is just up to the side of the guest room's entrance, was impaled by a spear that represented the Blue Truth. The landlord had spun around and thrown it. The door was completely pierced, and the spear stuck in so deeply that if a human been hiding in it, would have pierced her chest as well. Its still quivering handle was a testament to the force with which it had been thrown. There are no places in which to hide other than this. You are now hiding in here. What did you say, Battler's son? Have you been stuck to the chest for a little smothered mate? Battler's son, it's our move now. Yeah, I thought it'd be like that, Erica. You intentionally left one spot open so you could slip me to that coffin. It's the same move that trapped Kenzo in Natsuhi's room. I saw it coming. Oh, did you? Then let's see your response. But let me make a prediction. Let's hear it. I'll checkmate you 2 moves from now. That's my prediction. Then I'll make the same prediction. I'll checkmate you in 2 moves. Sounds interesting. These predictions contradict each other. Who will be the liar, I wonder? The air burst and spark. The silence would hurt one's skin. Then go. It is your turn. It's useless. Your lowly coffin won't be able to trap Battler's son. Here's my response. Slowly, Battler moved his hand over the chessboard. A gold butterfly that had appeared from the darkness rested on Battler's finger and became a black piece. That black piece was the key in which represented Battler. This is my response to your Battler's hiding in the closet. Take this. Umineko Battler does not exist within the guest room. There are no exceptions, including the closet. Like a black bolt of lightning this time, Battler slid his piece down on the white piece of Erica's that had cut deep behind his eyes, crushing hers. It scattered like a golden spray and melted beautifully through the darkness as a faint cloud of gold sparks drifted about. I see, so he hid in the closet at first and then slipped out of the room while Erica was occupied by the shower. It's the same technique he used like kids to escape from the study of the last game, distract the observation of the observer and disappear into the darkness. Good, of course, yes, of course. I'd already foreseen that move. Next was Erica's turn, and Go Butterfly popped into existence in front of Erica, and she grabbed it right out of the air, and she lifted that hand into the air and raised the white piece high. Let me announce a retroactive move. This occurs back at the very beginning, after I broke the seals and entered this room. At that time, I immediately closed the door, reset the chain, and sealed this room. Objection. Goda served the chain back when the crown was first discovered. Since the chain lock is not functioning, it is impossible to use it to create a seal. Objection overruled. Erica repaired the chain lock. See? Impossible. How could she have repaired a brass chain? It was possible. Have you forgotten being told the packet tape seals? Erica used that packet tape to join the two cut ends of the chain together, sealing them. In other words, the chain was repaired by the packet tape, and then this room once again became closed room locked from the inside. Objection. Erica said was already used up her packet tape seals, hasn't she? She shouldn't be able to use them anymore. Objection overruled. The use of the packet tape wasn't limited by the number of ships, right? It was the number of rooms. The only restriction was to limit to only 3 rooms. Erica chose this guest room to be one of those rooms, so Erica has the right to seal as many places as many times as she wants within this room. Gah. That's right. I gave her permission to do that. This is the cost of your pride. Sympathy is the evil liquor that the proud are most fond of. So, with the retroactive move, I proclaim that the chain lock has been repaired by the packet tape seal and has regained its original functionality. And thanks to that, I locked the room upon entering it and made the guest room a closed room from the inside once more. The white pierce Erica had held aloft represented the seal caused by the chain lock. This move would draw out Battler's skin and drag it to the guillotine. Die, Battler. The piece of the chain lock was slammed down right at Battler's keen's throat. Repeated, the lock created by the chain is currently intact. Battler's face contorted. Bito, who was watching from behind, grimaced even more. This move was very painful. If his logic had him hiding in the closet until Erica left, I was using the uproar in the bathroom to escape, then the chain lock must have been undone. In other words, he couldn't respond to her demand. If he didn't respond, Erica would use the blue truth in her next move. She would probably say, "You hid in the closet," then use the disturbance in the bathroom to escape. Since he couldn't set the chain lock from the outside, he left it undone, and then she would be right. This was checkmate. As Erica had predicted, she would struck the finishing blow in the second move. And on top of that, she would probably use the disappearing Battler to solve most of the crimes that were to follow. Losing to the battle in this close room was still a major deciding piece from Battler. But what if he responded to her demand? What if he could say the law created by the chain is still intact? That would be fatal to Erica. It had already been shown with the rare truth that this guest room could only be made into a closed room from the inside. So this helpless closed room would instead become Erica's coffin. With a riddle of that magnitude, Erica probably wouldn't solve the mystery of Battler's disappearance before the end. Each unsolved riddle gives an advantage to the witch side. Battler wanted to respond to his demand if at all possible. However, if he responded, if he answered by saying the chain was still set, he would have to abandon the logic saying that he had escaped while Erica was unlocking. Once he had escaped, he wouldn't be able to set the chain lock again. He would make a riddle of the corner Erica, but he would have to construct a different escape method. Even a move such as leaving the coffin during the scene in the bathroom and hiding in another place, say under the bed, wouldn't work because he had proclaimed that Battler does not exist within the guest room. If he couldn't construct logic that allowed him to escape from here while preserving the chain-lock position, then Erica would be the one facing a fatal blow. However, if he didn't have that logic, he failed. It would be a logic error, the worst, lowest forbidden move that would instantly end the game in his defeat. He would have no way to recover. For the Battler deciding how to respond to this demand was a very advanced and difficult decision. Either way, Erica would probably corner him. In that case, my choice is obvious. But Battler's time in this guest room has already been restricted in many ways by the red truth due to its closed room nature. How do you plan on escaping from this? If only I could do something about the chain lock, if only. If he could somehow get around the chain lock, he could force Erica to deal with a terrible closed room, if he would probably end up as a finishing blow to her. But in order to do that, he would need to make a trick for escaping the closed room that existed before Erica came back, which was now the closed room sealed by the chain that Erica set right after entering the room. And on top of that, he had to make sure the chain could only be set inside and remain in place. If he could do that, if he could find a way, then it would end here. But I still can't think of that trick. Right now, Erica is demanding to know whether the chain lock is still set or not. I need to decide whether I'll take the challenge or back down. I need to do it right now. If I can find a certain win trick, then this is the end. But if I don't have that trick, I should just acknowledge that I stepped out of the closet and undid the chain and escaped backing out of the fight. But I said the chain was set without a trick up my sleeve, then it's impossible for me to escape. In other words, it's a logic error. And if we lose the fight in this room, there will still be chances left to us. We still only have started the second day, haven't we? We have plenty of time to reconstruct an impossible murder. No, that's no good. If I acknowledge that I've escaped from this room now, it's the same as acknowledging that I'm the culprit. If I back down from the fight in this room, it's the same as accepting my defeat in this game. Battler's point was a valid one, since all the other humans were still locked in the guest house, and if Battler alone was alive and free to move, Erica probably based her explanation for all of the following impossible crimes on the blue truth that Battler was a perpetrator. If they wanted to forcefully turn that around, they would have to rewrite their tricks and logic so that someone other than Battler would be set up as the perpetrator. If they fixed up one flaw, it would give rise to a new flaws, which might eventually pile up and kill Battler, and even running away would mean tightening the noose around his own throat. The first truth that Battler is the culprit has already been hit upon, and yet I just struggle desperately to get out of this, and I need to. I'm on the edge. I've definitely been caught into a dangerous spot. However, if I could just change my position, everything might turn around at once. If I could just make this chain my weapon, I could kill Erica. Wait, are you actually going to respond to her demand? Is there any way to escape without undoing the lock? There isn't. If you respond, he'll lose instantly from the logic error at the end. It's clear which choice we ought to make. Yeah, it's clear. No matter what we choose, it'll turn for the worst just as Erica wants. If it's horrible either way, I'll have to choose the move that has the biggest reward if we win. You're going to call, even though you have no logic for escaping no trump cards, you think you can accept her demand and win? My cards might be useless, however, with just one more card, they might become a straight up flush. Or even a royal flush. If hell waits for me after both options, I'll take the one I'll finish her off if I win. That's an insane move. Sometimes my men leap into the path of death and so miracles occur. It's impossible. How could you escape this closed room without moving a chain? There's only one difference between heroes and madmen. It's whether they win or lose. I'll be looking forward to your big victory. If I can finish days with this move, then as I predicted, I could kill Eric on my second move. I still can't think of a trick for escaping this closed room. However, there has to be something. There has to. Once I think of that, I can make a magic illusion of the bee changing to a butterfly and slipping out of the crack of the doors like smoke. If I have even a drop of that damage, it's just blood in my veins. Please let that honor give me just a fragment of miracle right now. So, Battler's son, let's have that second move you predicted your checkmate on. Please give an answer to Lady Erica's demand. Will you respond or will you refuse? Slowly, Battler's hand stretched out to his keen pieces on the board. He lifted it up as slowly he held it aloft, tracing a large circle in the sky. Would Battler respond or wouldn't he? Would the lock caused by the chain be preserved or wouldn't it? Would Battler's king crush a piece of the chain lock that stood right in front of it? Or would it slip away like a ghost and escape? This is my response. As predicted on the second turn of mine, we are through. Here it comes. Fredo, Erica! Battler's king had become a black lightning bolt that crashed right on the game board. Where had it gone? On top of the piece out of the chain lock. Or past that piece? I will repeat it. The lock caused by the chain is intact. Battler's king had left the chain lock piece in its place and had surpassed it. Yeah, sure would be cool if you could say that the chain lock was still set, wouldn't it? Don't you think that'd be cool? But you know what they call that? Call a fool who's full of himself and jumps into the path of death just because it's cool? No clue. Sure me a battler. That's what we call them. I follow motion for a logic error. The rare truth of yours just thought it was cut off your own logic. Please have the impartial referee make her judgment immediately. Great Lady Lambda Delta. Motion received. Lambda Delta. Does this make logical sense? Your inspection, please. Motion received. Battler. Show me. Let me see your cards. Battler, son. It is a royal flush, right? If you got nothing, you won't get out of this. It's just a sorry, okay? Yeah. I have no intention of apologizing. If it's a logic error, the game board will be blown away. You've inherited this game board from Beato. It's the one thing that you have left of that precious Beato, so you must not... It's the one thing you have left of that precious Beato, so you must not allow for a logic error. A logic error only comes established when the witch admits to it. As long as they can keep thinking of a new logic to escape with, they will not die, cannot die. However, they will be like living in an endless living hell of their mind. Even if he managed to crawl around forever after falling out onto the darkness of thought, you'll just be eternally trapped in a hell where you constantly think of ways to escape that closed room while refusing to accept your logic error. Are you sure? Are you sure? This is nearly as bad as the depths of oblivion, got it? It's like the difference between falling from the roof of a 10-story building and falling from the roof of a 100-story building. Lambda, Butler has already finished making his move. Players can take back a move once it's made. Act as an impartial judge, carry out our motion, and see whether or not Butler's escape from the closed room is logical and whether there has been a logic error or not. Be as slow, accurate, and meticulous as like an archaeologist, and be as fast as a guy at an ice cream shop when he forcefully and skillfully scoops out that sweet, fragrant vanilla soy ice cream. Yes, I know that. Butler, let me see it. Butler-san. Bito, do you think I'll lose? I don't want to think that. After fighting with the old me many times, you finally reached a miracle that I so wanted you to find. So I'd like to believe that you'll win through a miracle once again. This woman called Beatrice the whole time she fought on the same border between reason and madness. She felt that mixture of sadness, anger, and several other emotions for me that can't be described with words. In the very last game, at the very last moment, she managed to seize victory. That might have been the purpose of the card Beto had been gripping as she fell. Beto passed away without realizing that she had won. In the final game, the true victor was Beto. That Beto entrusted me with this game board, so I'll win. So I need at least you to believe in me, Beatrice. If I believe a miracle occurs, please. I do believe in you, Butler-san. This is pissing me off. Please just check it already, Lady Lambda Delta. There is no valid logic. There doesn't exist any way to get out of this closed room. You are over-eager, Butler-san. If you could win with this, that'd be cool. If you just vanished even though the chain is still set, that'd make you so awesome, so cool, so mysterious. Hold me. Yeah. Like hell you can. Like hell you can do it. If you could do that, you really would be a witch. If you could finish with your own way out, if you could finish your way out of this closed room like a puff of smoke, I have to acknowledge it. It'd be the work of a witch. Quiet, Lady Erica. Lady Lambda Delta is conducting her inspection. Ooh, time for a drink of apple juice. Pass through one move. Go back and corner. With sweat gathering on her forehead, Lambda Delta inspected the movements of the pieces from Butler's side. She was accurate and meticulous as an archaeologist, just as Birkenstock told her to be. After gulping stiffly, Lambda looked several times between the formation of the pieces on the board and Butler's face, which remained tense but steady. Lambda, I have finished my inspection. There's no way logic works. Please, God. Erica. What? I'm so sorry. Which way am I supposed to take that? It was fun. Now this is the end. I told you. Which way am I supposed to take that? Silence! I have finished the Inspector Butler's move. My decision is that... Come on. It's valid. Yes! Valid? You're lying. I judged it to be valid. He's presented logic that doesn't violate any of the red truths, and I finished checking it. The move by the player on the witch side, along with that final red truth he repeated, are valid. Butler, for the first time, I've got to say I think you're incredible. See, in your game, a miracle will always occur if you believe. Butler-son, I'm sorry. If only I had believed more strongly, you wouldn't have been cornered like this. Wah! Beto flew onto Butler's chest, sobbing. Erica staggered backwards, shaking her head back and forth dizzily. And Birkenstow, her face was like an expressionless mask. Then slowly, it became a smile, and for some reason, it seemed the sign of some horrible emotion. Well done. To think that you skipped the room without moving the chain. Simply splendid. With her small hands, Elena slowly started to applaud quietly. She was followed by Gertrude and then Cornelia, and then by Beato and Lambda Delta 2. Applause filled the room. Oni-chan, how did you... I see, yes, something that cannot be seen by one whose thoughts are trapped within a closed room. Impossible, impossible. Eek! Suddenly Tata watched Erica, who was breathing hard, shocked and dizzy with despair she couldn't accept. She had to take her head up to the swiftness of Battler's heart and intellect, and to the power of this miracle. Incredible, Ushimiya Battler. It's not complete loss for thinking that your power and Mito's would cancel each other out and bring an internal draw. And Byrne, who thought everything would move according to her plan, even though she already knew your true strength, has also suffered a complete loss. Byrne is the witch who waits for miracles. You're the witch who summons miracles. You are not Byrne's piece. Just now, without a doubt, you have surpassed Byrne. You really did in this one moment. You think of a trick by which to escape from this closed room. As Erica had predicted, Battler has been hiding in the closet. Then during the disturbance in the bathroom, he has stuck out the door. Erica had guessed as much. That's why he retroactively set the chain lock and sealed it to prevent Battler from doing this very thing. The chain lock cannot be reset from the outside, so it should have been impossible to escape from the closed room. However, Battler didn't let his thinking get trapped inside this closed room, and so he broke through. It doesn't matter who, but let's explain that with this Mother Kari's piece, whatever it said. Just like Battler's life and death status of the rest of the first Wally victims had not been specified by Red Truth. In other words, just like Battler, the others, and Kairi specifically, can still move, and their closed rooms were not sealed so they can go out as they please. Kairi had come to save him. Kairi followed behind Erica and waited in the hallway while the latter entered the guest room and sealed the door from the inside. Then, after Battler undid the chain lock and escaped, she entered the room in his place. Then Kairi reset the chain lock from the inside and hid in the closet just like Battler had done. Yes, Battler truly is inside the guest room right now. However, that doesn't mean that no one else is inside it. Kairi took Battler's place in the closet. The one exception that Erica had left and is still there. Kairi, said Battler. Ushimiya Kairi cannot save Battler. Huh? Shit, what? Come on, let's have this victory. What do you mean? Ushimiya Kairi cannot save Battler. Why not? There's no red saying that Kairi can't save Battler. Wait a second, how are you using the Red Truth? Valid. Delenor's Red Truth is valid. Requesting permission to unsheath Red Key. Permission granted. Please do it, Delenor. How? How can you give that permission? It's valid. As a result of an impartial judgment, I guarantee this Red Truth, without telling us your reason. Well, I'll tell you that soon, very soon. Battler hasn't proclaimed Kairi dead with the Red Truth yet. It is allowed for Kairi to be playing dead. And the place of the table has already been used up 3 rooms, making it impossible for you to steal Kairi's room. So how can you use the Red Truth to say that Kairi can't save Battler? The Red Truth has no basis. Well, I'll tell you its basis soon, but more importantly, Lambda, the logic with Kairi has ceased to function. You should probably find another piece to switch places with Battler, don't you think? Yes. There are still pieces that can save Battler. We construct that logic. All we need is someone who can switch places with Battler. It doesn't have to be Kairi. Then let's switch it to Natsuhi. Ushimiya and Natsuhi switch places with Battler. Delenor, do it. As you wish. Delenor's very long sword smashes these pieces a little bit. How? How can Erica deny this logic without the detective's authority? Ushimiya and Natsuhi could not save Battler. Then Eva, Ushimiya Eva. Ushimiya Eva cannot save Battler. Then Rosa, Mariah. Oops, I forgot to plug in my laptop. Okay, I took a little break with that too. Yeah. Useless. Rosa and Mariah cannot save him either. Death, die the death, since it's the death. The great equalizer is death. I got an achievement unlocked for that. Die the death. All of them? Question mark. Okay, cool. Okay, but why can't none of them save us? Well, why not? Objection. Erica doesn't have the detective's authority. How could she use any red except for the packing tape seals? Objection overruled. Not having the detective's authority does not imply that one cannot use any red at all. There are something that she can use, right? Yes, there is. There is several exceptions that even humans without the detective's authority can use. Insane. There's no way. Yes, there is none. However, there is a certain action impermissible only to humans without the detective's authority, and it can become a truth of such overwhelming credibility that witches can easily raise it to the level of red truth. A certain action permissible only to humans who aren't the detective. You don't mean Erica, you. I've got it. Yes, if I'm right, this red truth is valid. I don't understand what there's a power that could only be used without the detective's authority. There's just one. So you finally noticed, that's right. That's the only reason I've been in the detective's authority this time around. You told me I could make a detective proclamation whenever I wanted, right? Well, fortunately, I am no longer capable of making that proclamation. Which Knox rule was it? Knox the 7th. It is forbidden for the detective to be the culprit. You mean, what? Finally, Vito realized everything. Yes, the detective's authority bestows several powers that are useful for reasoning, but it eliminates one single privilege, so that Knox is Knox the 7th. It is forbidden for the detective to be the culprit. In this game, it is impossible for humans without the detective's authority to examine corpses perfectly, so there have been several tricks where the dead have all been faking and walking around where they please. You probably thought you could use that logic to create several impossible crimes after this. When I said I wouldn't make the detective proclamation, somewhere on the side you must have said I've won. You're pretty sly yourself. You gave me the packet tape seal seemingly out of mercy, but that was because you planned to have all the first Twilight victims survive, band together, and carry out the crimes. So you gave me only 3 rooms worth, which wouldn't cover all 6 people. No matter which rooms I sealed, at least one of your underlings could move freely. You must have been plotting to use that to corner me, but too bad. Your naivety really pisses me off, stupid man. I admit it. I admit that I fell for your monkey show, and in my pride, I tried to show you some mercy. That's right. Even without the detective's authority, there was a way for humans to do it. I would make sure that a corpse examination cannot fail. Is the human lying in front of me dead or alive? You can answer that question by examining the corpse. With just a quick glance, your chances of being right are 50-50 either way. Various bits of knowledge and experience can be used to obtain a more precise result. However, no matter how much you do that, while you can reach up to 99%, you can never reach 100% accuracy. That's what most people think. However, there is one way to conduct a perfect examination, and that is to kill them. Eric, without the detective's authority, I can't tell whether the victims are dead or faking, so I needed a way to be sure, and if possible, it would be preferable if they were removed from the game board so they couldn't make a mess of things later on. So I dashed to the chaos-filled mansion, visited all crime scenes, and I re-killed all of them. What on earth? Of course, she couldn't just kill them however she liked. They had to be a perfect way of killing, good enough that their deaths could be determined with the red truth. Erica made sure of that. The manner in which they were killed differed, but afterwards she completely severed the heads of all those she killed. That method of killing is solid enough to be called a red truth, right, Lambda? Valid. No human could survive after having their heads sliced off. Could you have severed all of those heads without getting any blood on you? For example, could you take a large trash bag from the kitchen, grab a knife through it, and then if you cover the entire corpse with a trash bag as you did your work, you'd block nearly all of the blood splatter. I used enough knives and packs for several people that now left them there at the crime scene. Of course, I didn't humiliate myself by walking around with them, leaving blood on the hallways and dirtying my clothes. There will probably be trash bags left at the crime scenes with my fingerprints on them, but since this game ends before the police come, that can't be used as evidence, so there's no problem with leaving them there. Are you insane? What kind of mystery would ever allow something like that? I can't believe I'm hearing this from a witch on the fantasy side. Oh, and don't worry, I didn't kill you. I didn't have time to sever the head of the last one found, so I just sealed the whole room with the packet tape you gave me. Then again, that might have been because I knew this would happen and wanted to watch you struggle. Oh, that's right. Just as I say I killed them in red, I can say one more thing. At the point, Erica stopped for a second, and could she really be wearing an even uglier expression than everything before now? With the highest quality face, she spoke. All 5 people I killed were very much alive until the moment I killed them. Everyone faithfully played dead as best as they could until the moment just before I killed them, okay? Mariah sounds quite the little trooper. After all, even though her mother had already been killed in the same room, she kept on playing dead without not even noticing. They're demons. Up until now, many witches and demons have appeared in this tale, but for the first time here they are true demons. You bastards, you... This time, Bito understood the entire plot of this tale. This tale was just a story of a prank. Surely someone hadn't thought of playing a slightly harsh trick on its inconsiderate guest, who loved to show off her intelligence and act the part of a great detective, as several people had agreed to go along with it. But then the ones who played the victims would go into their assigned rooms, shut the chain lock, and lock it from the inside, and play dead to create a fake closed-room murder. If you think about it that way, the rooms chosen for the corpses seem to make more sense. It was only natural for Natsui to die in her own room. If you're going to play dead, it's only natural that you want to lie down on your own bed. Eva's vanity is strong, so she must have asked to die in the VIP room. Kari was across the study that was probably well air-conditioned and comfortable. Rose and Mario were in the parlor. After sofa should have been a great place to play dead. Mario had done her best and had impressively acted the part of lying dead alongside the wall. Butler was in the guest room. The temperature here was also nice. The bed was also very fairly pleasant, yes. The victims for this first twilight had all died in the comfortable rooms. In the past games, the corpses had often been found exposed at the courtyard or under the rose garden or arbor, in the cold guarding shed, or in the boiler room. This time there were no victims in any such inhospitable environments. This is probably the truth. This is a story of a prank with no one dead from the beginning, and then this demon turned it into a real murder case. You do not have the right to speak ill of Lady Erica. However, right now you also have the obligation of showing new logic that doesn't lead to any contradictions. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, corpses to corpses. Hey, Battle-san, let's continue the game. Please present a different human to switch places with you. If you don't, your trick will become a logic error. There's now no one who could come to rescue. Erica's killed all of them. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Battle-san, please calm yourself. And now's the time to hold back your tears and fight. Even if you lost 5 pieces who could save you, there's still 11 people in the guest house. You're right. Karas, Hideyoshi, Rudolph, George, Jessica, Shannon, Cannon, Genji, Koda, Kumasawa, Nancho. Here, it doesn't matter who, as long as someone comes here, somebody, help! But it's no use. Please look at this. Gertrude, Cornelia. Let it be known that we are here and ready. Wattler Schwan. Please look at this. What are these? Erica was so excited that her pronunciation was tumbling all over the place, pointing at the 2 doors. It was the hallway on the 2nd floor of the guest house. They were in front of the cousin room and next room over. Look over here, there's something attached to the door. What is it? What is it? Hey, what is it? Gertrude! Know that the packet tape, the seal of the cousin room. Oh yeah. Very good. One more. What about this door? No, that is the packet tape seal of the next room over. Oh, very good. Okay, you two. Why don't you show everyone watching at home on their TVs? Please have a look at the packet tape seals on both doors. So what do you think of them? Are they broken or aren't they? Please let us have the red truth. Please allow me to speak. Know that neither is broken. Know that an unbroken seal proves that there is still none who have entered or exited. It needs no second telling, but know that entry or exit without breaking the seal is impossible. Good. Butler, as you see, there no longer exists anyone who can save you. The victims of the first twilight have all been killed, and the guest house is still sealed. No one can come to the rescue. Erica guessed that this moment might come so long ago, and that's why she had made the strategic move of suddenly sealing those 2 rooms. This answered the doubts Cornelia had felt at the time, wondering why the human side player wouldn't want as many free humans as possible as a natural, simple reaction to that move. However, if we sealed up all humans, there would be no room for magic to intervene. Why is magic magic? Because the people who see it say it's magic. Then it is possible for magic to exist in a place with no people. There's a lack of anti-magic toxin, meaning there's no problem. Wrong. Magic in a place that isn't being witnessed is no different from a delusion, a daydream. Magic that matches the result must be carried out by human hands. If all humans are sealed off, then magic cannot be created. This was Erica's strategy for this game and her beautiful checkmate. Well, now, who's going to come save you? Please tell me the identity of the real person who switched places with you and remain in the guest room in your place and set the chain lock from the inside, if they even exist. Okay, Battler, your logic has been interrupted. Who could have come to save you? You are now in the middle of a logic error. Wait, I'm still thinking. Butler, you have two options at one duty. The first option is to build a new thread of logic to reconstruct your closed room trick. The second is to come clean and make your logic error, and you're obligated to choose one of those options. It is merciful, there's no restriction on the amount of time you have to make that choice. Hehe, that's right, your time is endless, eternal. I'm sure there's still some way, some twisted logic that could get you out of this. Anyway, I'm sure there's still some way. I'm thinking about it. What about you, Beato? Let me know if you find anything. I'm sure the old Beato could manage something. She built up several closed rooms like this. Beato felt awful. Why is she Beato and yet not? Surely the old her would have thought of a trick under these restrictions. If only she could do that, she could guide Butler to victory, but she could do it as her current self. Yeah, I'm sure you'll think of a good trick. Eventually, surely, probably, maybe. Pretty sure it's impossible, though. So then, Butler, let's go back to the guest room. From now on, that will be your world. Once again, they returned to the slightly chilly guest room. It was the same room as before, of course, but it felt as though an unsettling darkness had crept in. Well, here's the room you'll spend your days in from now on. You just need to escape from this room by any means you want. However, there are conditions. As I believe you know, these were all things you forced on yourself. First, this room is closed room created from the inside. The seals on the windows are intact, so there's going to be no escape from there. Of course, there is no way to escape by leaving through the bathroom. I'll make it simple. There is no exit to escape from except for this door. However, the chain lock on this door is set. You can unset and reset it all you want, but you can only do so from the inside. Furthermore, you are free to go out through the door, but you cannot leave or escape while the chain lock is unset. You have to show that you can escape from this room while the chain lock is still connected. But he couldn't possibly do it. He made this closed room himself. We have arranged for just one other exit other than the door. That one's in the bathroom. My merciful master has given you a last way out if you fail to think of a trick to escape. Please listen up. Birkenstock got a Butler to the bathroom. It was just a normal bathroom. The setup that had surprised Erica at the time was no longer working. Over the bundle of wire nippers that had been used to prepare the trap still lay in an empty bathtub. Are you saying I can use these to escape? Yes, please feel free. It's a present. However, no matter what you use, you can't lock the room from the outside, and you can't fool the seals either, okay? These tools aren't here to help you pull some trick with the chain lock. They're here to let you escape from this room in a more direct way. How am I supposed to use these? Not bad, Burn. I see that your mind's as aggressive as ever. There is an exit that leads directly outside from this bathroom. Can you find it? You don't mean... Did you figure it out, Beato? Please tell me. That's impossible. Please tell me, where is it? We can't let the game end like this. There. Huh? Where? Under the bathtub? Can't you see it? There's a round hole that leads straight up this room. It's a bit small, though. You people. It's the drain right there at the bottom of the bathtub. You can get out through there without touching the chain lock, but your body's a bit too big to get through this exit. That's why I decided to lend you those tools there. You could escape through the drain? How? She couldn't using those slippers for 100 years to widen that hole, right? Butler and Beato had already realized they had figured out this demonic way out the demons were proposing. Just use those nippers and cut your body down to the size that can fit. Crunch, crunch. Might as well sit back in the tub under a hot shower as you start from your feet going up. Chip, then wash, chip, then wash. Just keep doing it and that. Oh, what do you know? You suddenly managed to escape from a closed room. Oh, what do you know? It's right, my master. Looks like the both siblings are going to end up the same way. But Burn, at that rate, just the hand holding the nippers will be left. That's why we have the wire. Beforehand, Butler would have to wrap the wire around his wrist and then stretch the other end out into the corridor through the crack in the door. You should be able to fit just the wrist through the crack left by the chain lock. If you're willing to do that, I'd be happy to pull that wire from the hallway and save you. My master, if you do that, I want it. Butler's wrist. And what would you use that for? But no, I've already decided to use it as a back scratcher. When the time comes, I'll scratch your back with it. What do you say? Yes, my master. Master's going to scratch my back with Butler's hand. Finding them annoying, irritating, obnoxious. Don't worry, I'll get quiet It'll get quiet really soon. All the noise to disturb your thoughts will not disappear for all eternity until you escape from this room. That's a relief. I'll be glad if they're quiet. Here's some advice from a survivor of hell. Enjoy the stories while you can. Even the annoying insults you hear now will bring you fond memories to preserve your sanity amidst the internal silence. Do you hate burning Erica? Then that's their parting gift to you. As long as you have hatred, you'll be able to avoid giving up. Giving up has a completely different meaning here, okay? Prepare yourself while you can for the eternity of the hell you'll be in when you give up but still cannot escape. Did you just call yourself a survivor? Then you also... You know, every once in a while that terror comes back to me. I wonder whether I really have escaped from that hell. What if I actually lost my mind a long time ago and I'm still in there? Just seeing the delusion of us all chatting happy like this. That nightmare still terrifies me, so I need to constantly truly feel that this isn't a dream. Hey, are you guys really real? You aren't just in the same delusion I'm having inside that hell, right? Right? There was something in the Delta's pleading expression that sent shivers down the spine. It's probably more terrifying than any threatening words she could have used, even with the most vile expression on her face. It's time for Battler to realize a logic error is just so sympathetic that you can just stick your tongue out, ask for forgiveness, and say you'll be more careful next time. It is never worth risking one by leaving things up to the chance, even if you feel that you can't back down at this point in the fight. It's time for him to face reality and learn the true risk and terrors implied by the words betting one's life on a fight, which must sound so exciting for a man. Butler-san, get a hold of yourself. I'll think deeply upon it as well. I'll think of a trick to escape this room with all I've got. I will come and save you. Beato, I'll definitely think of something. Just watch. Regretfully, it's time for us to leave. We mustn't get in the way of this job any longer. See you later, Butler-san. Or, like you say, see you again, right? Have a nice day. Later, Battler. Good luck. Battler-san, don't give up. You'll certainly think of a trick. I'll think as well, and I'll come to save you. But Beato, before he could finish saying Beato's name, they had all disappeared. They hadn't disappeared, and the golden sprayer turned into butterflies and flown away. Just as though there had never been anyone in this room since the beginning. Everyone but him had vanished in an instant. Nothing remained. Not their voices, their presence, their warmth, nor even the faint perfume Beato had worn. The frigid air of the room was wrapped only in the lonely sound of the wind and rain. With that overpowering feeling of isolation, I finally began to realize how horrible a punishment this would be. Damn those bastards, it can't be that hard to get out of a room like this. I mean, rooms are made so that people could go in and out of them, right? If they can't do that, you wouldn't call it a room. How pointless. It's easy to undo the lock and chain from the inside. Damn it, for some reason I've already been clumsy and undoing chain locks always give me trouble. Oh, it's off. How pointless. Look, I can already open the door whenever I want. Hey, what's this cold feeling on my neck? What the hell is this? Why is there suddenly this iron collar around my neck that's attached to a chain? Damn it, who's doing something like that? Whenever you set the chain lock, it disappears, and when I take it off, it appears. The chain's pretty long, so I can make it up pretty far into the hallway, but I won't let go of the door. Then if I close the door and stand on the outside and stick my hand through the crack, maybe I can figure out how to set the chain. Why have I always been so clumsy? I'm not really clumsy, it's just that me and chain locks don't go well together. Damn it, I hate chain locks, I hate chains. Why won't it work? Why can't I set the chain lock from the outside? Damn it. Butler-san, hang in there. Can't get out. Beato called out to Battler repeatedly, shaking his shoulders hard, but by now Battler's eyes were blank. The words didn't reach him. Burkistan and Eric had already left. The game was officially suspended until Battler could think of a new trick, but it was doubtful that it would be resumed even after 1,000 years or more. Okay, I'm heading off too. So long, you two. There's no need to stay so long. We'll think of a trick right away and the game will resume. We won't take up your time, so stay here a little longer, please. We've heard those same words from many witches in the past, and I've heard of hardly any who actually managed to resume their games. As far as I know, the only two are me and Burn. Well, why would a person who knows about that hell throw in another person into it? Just because you're bored? Is that all? Yeah, that's all. It's to escape from the boredom, because when we get bored, we remember that hell, and by throwing someone else down that hell, we realize that we're the ones on we're the ones on the throwing side, and that means we aren't in that hell ourselves. If we don't keep doing that, and the fear of that hell will overwhelm us. If you do manage to get out of it, then he certainly will. I will save him. I can say it with certainty. With certainty, you swear with a certainty before me land the Delta with the witch's certainty. Yes, with certainty. Very well. I was the guardian for the former you anyway. Though the current you is different, I'll take care of you one last time. I'll give you a parting gift. And what is that? Hope. As long as you hold on to your certainty, your wishes will definitely come true. Are you listening? The old you was the endless witch Beatrice. You used to love detective novels that depicted impossible crimes, and you use those to make the claim that a witch existed, so that make many people believe in magic as one stage on your path to becoming a witch. Detective novels. That's right. The old you was an avid reader. You love detective novels, love closed room murders, and were a super expert on impossible crimes. You searched for and found several closed room tricks, found the single most basic element to all of them, and used that to form the core of your magical competency moving in. Didn't Battler tell you? He said that the old you would definitely have thought of a way out of this predicament. I agree with that. I guarantee it by the name of the witch of certainty, Lambda Delta, the old you would definitely resolve this closed room trick. This my parting gift to you. Goodbye. You've sworn to the witch of certainty that you'll act with certainty, so I won't say farewell. I'll see you again soon. Yes, we'll see you again soon. The Delta vanished in thin air. Then in the smoking room of the witch, the two who held the title of Endless Witch were left behind. One had empty eyes, and the other supported the first by his side. Ironically, he was the exact opposite of how the relationship had been in previous games. Damn, this sucks arse. Well, guys, I think I'm probably gonna end the video here. Yep. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.